I think a reasonable range, here's what it amounts to. It's usually associated with the service, and most services involve putting your information into a computer, publishing a list, maybe putting it on the internet. I typically think in terms of the processing and the publishing of your listing should be in the range of around $200. If you're over $200, then it's probably not being used on your behalf. So that would be the range that you should be looking at. And so you have the options. In an auction, it might be $200. If you want to go on the internet or be part of a multiple listing, it might be $200. If you don't want any of those things, then you shouldn't pay a fee. If you don't need to, let's say you have a fantastic property, my whaler in week 52 at Christmas, maybe I don't need to go on the internet because there's a high demand for that. So it just depends.
But will it get the exposure?
It won't get the exposure unless I take one of those services. So if you need the exposure and you want the exposure, and it really has to do with how fast you want to sell, a la the auction. You want to sell at auction, you pay a little bit up front in order to get that property sold because it's going to give you the exposure you need.
Sure.
At the auction, for example, we mail 20,000 brochures to buyers all over the country. So that's why it's a benefit.